Look, nobody's going to tell you this straight up, but the traditional way fundraising has worked, raising rounds, pitching to the same groups of investors, playing the same old game, is cracking, maybe even breaking. It's not just a little shift, it's seismic. And if you're in venture capital, you feel it in your gut every day. The deals aren't moving the way they used to. The pitch decks don't grab attention like before. The old networks aren't as tight. The safe bets feel less safe. And worst of all, everyone's scrambling, confused, wondering if this is the end of the system we built careers on. You know the feeling. That sinking moment when you realize, wait, maybe the way we've been doing this is broken. Maybe the very foundation of fundraising, trust established through old connections, polished pitches, and endless meetings, is dissolving right now. Because investors are tired. Founders are frustrated. The market's unpredictable, and the rules keep changing without warning. You don't want to throw in the towel, but it feels like you're running a race where the finish line keeps moving. And here's the raw truth. The old methods worked until they didn't anymore. The world changed. Founders are smarter, faster, hungrier for something real. The noise is overwhelming, but the gems are getting lost. VCs are stuck between chasing endless deals to fill portfolios and trying to find what will actually explode and win. It's a mess of overwhelm, impatience, and doubt. You're caught in the crossfire, wondering if the playbook you've mastered is now obsolete. But here's what most people won't tell you. This chaos is a massive opportunity. Yes, it's scary, but when the system falters, the space opens up for those who refuse to settle, who choose to evolve instead of die out. Fundraising isn't dead, it's being reborn, and the winners won't be the ones clinging to old habits. They'll be the ones rewriting the rules on the fly. So what are those rules? How do you not only survive but thrive when the traditional fundraising model starts to crumble? First, it's about being relentlessly authentic. Founders and investors both crave realness in a world drowning in scripted pitches and fake smiles. Forget the buzzwords. Forget the cliches. People buy into people, not slides. Every interaction needs to be raw, honest, and driven by purpose. If the founder's heart isn't in the pitch, the money won't come. If the investor isn't genuinely curious and supportive, deals won't close. This is no place for playing it safe. It's about showing your scars, your risks, your vision, in a way that burns through the noise. Next, speed is king, but not the shallow kind. It's not about rushing deals for the sake of volume. It's about rapid learning cycles for real discernment. The new fundraising game demands you move faster than ever to separate the meh from the must-have. That means cutting through endless meetings with little progress and focusing on quick validations. If a founder can't show growth or real momentum in a few months, you close that door and move on. If an investor can't step in decisively when opportunity calls, someone else will. The market rewards the nimble who have the guts to cut losses early and double down where it counts. Another massive shift. Community is no longer a buzzword, it's the heartbeat. Traditional fundraising relied on closed circles and hierarchy. Now, the smartest capital flows to those who build real communities, founders who tap into networks of users, advocates, and micro-influencers, investors who don't just throw money but connect founders to real people, markets, and feedback loops. Forget cold emails and empty proposals. It's about creating ecosystems where trust breeds investment organically. If you're not part of a genuine movement, one where value grows before money changes hands, you're missing a huge wave. Also, there's an entirely new kind of capital sneaking up. Strategic, patient capital that thinks beyond the next exit. This means some LPs and angel investors are shifting from short-term flips to long-term bets on transformation. They don't just want to fund traction, they want to fuel redefining industries. For venture capitalists, this means recalibrating to be partners in change, not just checks to scale companies. The traditional spray and pray model won't cut it anymore. Precision, long-term vision, and alignment of values are the new currency. Then, humility. Sounds weird, right? But the VC who admits "I don't know everything" actually positions themselves better than the one who pretends to have all the answers. The landscape is shifting so fast that arrogance is a liability. Be ready to learn, admit mistakes, and pivot your strategies. Embrace data, gut instinct, new patterns. Collaborate with founders not just as suppliers, but as co-creators of new ecosystems. The know-it-all days are fading. Being adaptable, curious, and vulnerable, is what will keep you relevant. The last lifeline is technology, but not just fintech or flashy platforms. It's tools that democratize access to capital, speed due diligence, and foster transparency. Crowdfunding, DAOs, AI-powered deal sourcing. These aren't buzzwords. They're the future engines powering the next fundraising shift. Get ahead, learn these tools, and integrate them into your process. Or risk being left behind by the next generation of investors who will use technology to bypass gatekeepers and bring capital directly to projects that matter. So what does the future actually look like? It's messy, sure, but also electric. A new ecosystem where borders dissolve, where founders summon capital through community and authenticity, where investors are not just money holders but real catalysts. It's a world where fundraising isn't a chore. It's a dynamic exchange of energy, passion, and belief. Those who embrace this will not just survive the end of traditional fundraising, they'll lead the rise of a new era. If you're feeling the pain of outdated methods, the frustration of slow deals, or the fear of missing out on the next big thing, know this. The power to change the game is right in front of you. It's not about doubling down on what's fading away, but about building something new. Be the fire starter. Question every assumed rule. Break patterns. Team up with the few who burn as fiercely as you do. Because when the old world crumbles, the rare ones seize the moment. This isn't the end of fundraising. It's the birth of something more real, more raw, and more powerful. And it's happening right now, whether you jump in or watch from the sidelines. The movement is here. The power is in your hands. Will you dare to rise, or will you stay stuck watching the future unfold without you?